United Financial Group is a trust asset management company. Investments into development of new generation innovative medical drugs. UFG is the most potential technologies, safe medicine, and IT blockchain developments. Our mission is to set up a well-balanced investment portfolio for everyone. United Financial Group. Investing with us, you are creating your own future. Good evening, everyone. The first important thing that I was going to mention, it had already been mentioned many times. Today is the 30th of July. The 31st is tomorrow. The 1st of August is the last day up until the shares that had been bought before the 1st of August. 100% of dividends will be accrued on those participatory shares, including the 1st of August, so 2 days are left. Only those participatory shares are included that have actually been paid for. If you have an open installments and not all payments have been paid, the accruals would be only relevant to those payments that have been paid before the 1st of August. The next stage is 90% of dividend accrual, which is before the 15th of August, if my memory serves me right. The next important point is the change of the 5th to the 6th investment stage. It's coming fast, and the participatory share sellout for the 5th stage, I would say that it's only 2 weeks are left maximum, or even less, because every day goes progressively and there is an increasing number of people who have registered with the company, so there are more registrations and there are more packages that have been bought, and we can observe it, so it could happen faster. These are the major questions. Next point. The balsam is still on sale for 3,000 rubles per bottle, or $43 for foreign buyers. The minimum purchase is 3 bottles. If you want to be a wholesaler, there are certain discounts available to you, and you can learn all the information about discounts from our consultants in our web chat. The first batch. Well, what about the bottling of the balsam and deadlines? This is a very burning issue in our web chats now. There are all concentrates available to us, and labels are there too, and what is missing is just to spend a couple of days for preparation, and we will start working. Today is Thursday, so Friday and Saturday we will start bottling balsam on Sunday or Monday. They promised to bring labels on Monday, so I think that is going to happen simultaneously, and all, bottles will be available with labels. We have had a trial run of label printing. These are the labels, how they will look like on the bottles. There are 2 types of labels. This is the type 1, and there is going to be another one. We will probably stick one type of labels on one batch of bottles and the other type on the other batch of bottles to see how it looks like, how the consumer would evaluate those bottles. But one design is like this. There were very small changes in terms of text on the major part of the label. This is what I promised to show you. These are the jars. It's 700 grams in weight, and this is the concentrate of 14 herbal herbs that we ordered from the Krasnodar Krai enterprise. Let me show it to you. It looks like a jelly or honey. This is its thickness. Now, this raw material is worth of 45 to 40,000 bottles. It's available to us already. I have mentioned the labels. If we start bottling balsam on Sunday or Monday, let's say Monday just to have one day as a backup, bottling, labeling, and I think that next Thursday there will be a shipping date to consumers, just in 1 week time. The scent or flavor is very specific, I would say. I don't know how to compare it with. But it feels like it's very dense, very rich flavor. It's mild on the one side, but it's just also, I don't know, very sharp on the other. But it's pleasant. The flavor is pleasant. The taste is not very sweety, I would say. The flavor seems to be good, and you should think that it's going to be like easy to eat by spoons, but the taste is different. Because that jar is to produce, I would say, 100 bottles, if my memory serves me right. Next element. We have already started operations with 2 marketing agencies. One company is dealing with a landing page to market our products. First and foremost, this is for the balsam, the landing page, and they are also dealing with our corporate identity and our logo. There could be some changes in this direction. And the second company has been paid for this work 2 days ago. They will be engaged in our social network group in Facebook and Instagram. I hope that the upcoming week will provide certain results for this line of activity. Very interesting information for you. The plan is to set up a conference, a real offline conference, to talk to people, to say hello, to look into the eyes. So the plan was to hold a conference back in April, but due to that COVID-19 restrictions, it was postponed. August is an interesting month because the company will celebrate the first year anniversary in August, and we will be able to produce the first batch of our product before the conference, and we will probably distribute these bottles to certain leaders or partners, we will be able to hand it over to them at the conference. The venue of the conference is Sochi. The date of the conference is August 20th and 30th. I think that is going to be spent within 2 or 3 days. The schedule is being drafted now. However, we can provide this information to you now for you to know who will be able to go there and be there. We could postpone it for September, but September there could be the second wave of restrictions and no one could go anywhere. This is the main information from my side on that webinar, and I'm ready to take your questions. One more thing. Today, our IT manager should introduce an important functionality into our personal profiles. There were many questions for that from our foreign investors, and there would be an automated investor log statement. Every time you pay your installment or you buy participatory shares following that purchase, you get a message to your registered email and you get a statement on that email on how many participatory shares you have now. For example, you bought 100 participatory shares and 10 more shares, and you got a statement with the date and number of participatory shares that you have in your personal account. This statement will look like this. This is a Russian language statement from the company registered, investor's name, email address, number of participatory shares, and the date of the statement. And this is the statement for English speakers. The same statement may be ordered at any time in your personal account. There will be a push button, and by pressing the button, you may order this statement to receive on your email address. And there is a video feedback from one of our clients, and I'm going to play it for you now. I have not seen it myself. This is Larisa Titova. Hello, friends and partners of UFG. I'm Larisa Titova. I'm 68 years of age, and I am a company investor. I have been investing for 2 years now, and the company has become part of my life. I used to be a math teacher at school, and I had work as my priority. I never thought about my health. When I resigned, I had a lot of illnesses: diabetes mellitus type 2, hypertonics, periodontosis, muscular skeletal illnesses, and others. When I learned information about the balsam that can be sprayed, I have ordered immediately the first course of treatment, and I got 3 bottles, and I started using it. And when I was consuming the first course, I was expecting immediate results. Tomorrow there should be results, I was thinking. However, the changes came 3 months after. But the changes were very good. First of all, diabetes mellitus type 2. My blood sugar level was 14 to 17. When I was finished the first course of treatment by spraying under my tongue, my blood sugar level reduced to 7 to 9 units, despite the fact that I have reduced medications by half. The second result is hypertension. I used to have hypertension type 4, and my permanent pressure was 160 by 100. Following the spraying of the balsam, after one course of the balsam spraying, my pressure stabilized at 130 to 75. And the first course is over, and after 1 month, my pressure still stable. And I have also reduced the amount of medications that had been prescribed to me by 50%. My knee joints are nearly gone. Not completely, but still. The most important thing is that I feel better now, much better now. I have ordered another course, and once we start getting our dividends in January, February, I will be able to order the third course and 3 courses for my daughter. So, having felt this result, I can advise you all to consume this balsam, and let's expect new products from our company. Thank you and goodbye. So this is the feedback from Larissa Titova. Very interesting feedback. She had the first results after 3 months after she finished treatment. Every time a person is telling about his results or her results, it's all unexpected sometimes and very amazing. I believe that when the new batch is going to be shipped by September, there will be many more feedback users, and the sales will be 20 times more than we used to sell in March or April. And your questions now. Question: who is going to agitate alcohol with the concentrate? A very funny question. Hey Dmitry, I don't know who will do that agitation. This is not for us. They agitate some falsified alcohol somewhere in the basement, but we have good production. We are going to mix those two things. I'm going to be in control of that, and I will probably start mixing myself because I have to undergo the entire process to know all the aspects of what to do, how to do, stage by stage. And every stage, when we have a certain level, I get in contact with the developer. I find out every single thing to have no mistakes. They consult me, explain all the nuances, and then I do it myself. I take to the next stage. Again, I get in touch with the developer. He gives me information, and we will proceed like this. We are going to have the full process technology from A to Z. And then I will be able, once I know the entire process technology of that production, I will be able to appoint a trusted person to explain this technology to him. And then I will be able to do other things and hand over production to him. Question: what are other lines of business developments? Answer: other lines of businesses are being prepared because it's not possible to physically be engaged in many things. We're now launching this production, we're fine-tuning it, and then we will get to the next stage. Apart from squalene, there are a few other developments that are nearing completion, similar to that balsam. They have some other components and they will be working for other, lines of business. So the developer is the same. I will provide more information later. So first we have to fine-tune this process, so let's not do things in parallel, let's do it one by one because it's a lot of work, and I'm very busy now, given the fact that there are 20 other people are doing a lot of work with me. Now we are overwhelmed because we do things for the first time and we don't have experience, and we have to dive deeper into that material. If we take the alcohol purification process that is taking place in a distillation tower, we had to go deeper into that alcohol preparation technology. I was sitting in Sochi from midnight to 4 a.m. to study that technology because it was all at the same time. Are there any other doctors except Svetlana to curate that balsam? Answer: Anton, our company is not a medical center, and the task is not to have medical doctors as full-time employees to observe our patients. There are many other clinics to do so, where you can do your tests and undergo observation, and that would be the best solution in this area, rather than talking to a good doctor over the internet. It's better to go to a medical center if you have any health issues. You go to a clinic, you do your tests, the doctor could give you some prescriptions and so on. Once you underwent the treatment course, you do your tests again and you compare what was after and what was before. This is the best option. Svetlana is not a consultant how to treat those things. She is our liaison officer between the company and our consumers, and she's having a filing database for customers, and she enters data into the database for every person, what was before and what is after, and the tests also are attached. And this is a customer card system for using that balsam, and everyone who has already been using the balsam or will use it, if you have any medical tests or statements, please send it over to her to have it in a database. If you are going to consume that balsam, please take your tests. It's highly desirable for blood sugar before and after. This information will not be posted anywhere. Don't be afraid for your personal data. If we publish anything, we do not disclose your name. We will just do it without any names, showing blood sugar levels or something. This is necessary for our company. This is very useful for the project for future dividends. Question: will the production be located in Moscow or not? Answer: there are two options now. The first is to place half of production in Moscow and half in Krasnodar. The second option is to have 100% production in Krasnodar. I believe that this question will be resolved in the coming 2 days. We will review all pros and cons. We will consult people to see what is the best way to do the things in terms of checks or tests, and we will decide where to organize it. A question: when the entire stock be sold out? Answer: Evgeny, I'm not sure. Do you mean the first batch or the balsam that will be made out of the entire raw materials? The first batch is going to be 1,500 bottles. And now we are going to make the second batch. The concentrate is there. We don't have to order it, and alcohol has also been paid for, and it's coming soon. The second batch will follow the first batch, and it's going to be maybe 5 or 10,000 bottles. If the concentrate is gone, then the next batch will be delivered soon by the production facility. However, we need to double check. It costs a lot, and we should know the volume that we need. That should be enough for the next season, because the next season is just 6 months away. However, we consider a case to order some more volume. It's going to be resolved soon. Question: how to avoid fake balsam? Answer: you have to buy from the company. Then you will be able to avoid any fake balsams. If it is on sale somewhere outside on the street, you need to know that it's not clear what is in the bottle. I'm not sure there's going to be any fake balsam soon, because it's not well known and it makes no sense to falsify it. However, if the sales volumes are big going forward, I don't rule out the opportunity that there could be fakes, but we could organize some other labeling to protect the genuine product. Question: is alcohol already charged or not? Answer: we do everything ourselves. The alcohol that we're buying as a base raw material is being treated chemically, and then only then can we be able to get the alcohol that we need. It's not just the spirit that you buy in the shop and you mix it. It undergoes certain chemical processes, and it's a different type of alcohol. There will be CCTV cameras at our production facility, and there will be dedicated people there to control the process, and they're trusted people, and I'm sure there will be no issues here. Question: how to plan shipment? What is the packaging? Answer: the packaging issue is being worked on now. Most probably the bottles will be packed in a certain special bubble film to protect the bottles, and then they will be also protected by carton boxes. So I think that that will be enough for maximum protection. The investor register statements will be uploaded today, so it's most probably that it's going to be available in your personal accounts in 2 or 3 hours. That information will be provided across all our web chats, so you will be getting those statements automatically. Any other questions? There are lots of things to do. If there are no more questions, let's finish it off. What are the processes to charge the alcohol? Do you need any special equipment? Answer: Dmitry, this is commercial secrets. I'm not going to mention it now. All those people who consumed balsam in March or April have provided their feedback. Therefore, I don't expect any feedback in the coming 2 or 3 weeks. Question: what about the premature closure of the project funding? Answer: if our balsam is going to sell well, the company would be able to buy back all those participatory shares by the company from the profit, and there will be no sense to sell those participatory shares in the open market. So there could be premature closure of the funding. However, those installments will be there, but no new opportunities to buy participatory shares. The equipment has been purchased. The automated line is going to be ready before the middle of September. A question: could a programmer develop an icon for a phone to be placed on your main screen? Hey Vitaly, I don't know what you mean. Question: how do you order to Germany? What is the shipment cost? Answer: we have not shipped to Germany yet, and I'm not sure what is the cost of shipment. When we start shipping, we will be able to sort out the ways of the balsam delivery. I know that it's hard to deliver medicinal drugs to Europe. However, there are services available to us that we could hand over small packages using passengers flying in those directions. This is not very expensive. The question is to have flight connections between our countries. If there are flights between Russia and Germany, the opportunity to hand over such parcels is there. Question: will there be a message to your email box that your balsam has been shipped to you? Answer: I think so. There could be an email message, or there could be any other format, or there could be a message to all people that you have been shipped the balsam. Question: will there be a presentation like FREM? Answer: do you mean the company presentation or the balsam presentation? Alexander is asking, can you ship by mail, regular mail? Answer: Alexander, the point is that I know that there are issues for shipping medicinal drugs, for pharmaceutical shipments. We will double check whether the freight companies are going to do so. I'm not ready to answer that question now. We will find it out. If a big batch is going to be delivered to Germany, we could send the entire shipment to one person and he could distribute it to all other addresses in Germany. Question: I live in Germany, it's all difficult. The customs clearance is a problem. Answer: the customs clearance is not the biggest deal, because it's not going to be more expensive than the goods itself. We have not shipped to Europe yet. We have not examined this type of thing. We delivered to Russia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, and Belarus. to CIS countries. It went well. There were no questions. Evgeny Starikov, video presentation of the company and its products. Answer. There is a little video presentation for 30 seconds. It's available on our YouTube channel. We could probably extend it for 2 or 3 minutes. As for the products, there is one balsam only. We have not done it yet. We need to know how necessary is it to provide video presentations and how useful it would be for the company, and take a decision based on this, whether to make it or not, or to simplify it. Well, there are no more questions. Let's call it a webinar. And once again, please be reminded that we are going to hold a conference in Sochi after the 20th of August. For the packaging, we are dealing with that issue and we will do it fine. Please send over YouTube channels to that webinar room, because I am in the webinar room now. Sergey is saying that everything is there. Well, all YouTube questions are there, so that means that I have finished off all the questions. Have a good evening and be well. Until next time.